She is in custody on a parole violation.
Parole or probation?
I believe it's parole.
Okay.
Yeah, parole violation, 2 days. So I don't know what that means. We're sort of at the mercy of what the parole board directs, and I don't know what it was she did that resulted in a violation either. So we'll find out. Good afternoon, Ms. McWaters. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, this
am
is-
I here on new charges?
No. I'm just gonna tell you, you're not in any trouble. This is Judge Middleton. You have a landlord-tenant case, Andrea, and I saw yesterday morning that you were in jail. So I didn't want you to miss your landlord-tenant hearing, so I asked the jail staff to bring you up. Okay?
I know, I gotta move my camper.
All right, well, let's talk about that. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord by going through mediation. If both parties are agreeable, the court can help set that up. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord that means the case gets dismissed. If so, the parties could file a conditional order of dismissal, and we would show you how to do that. So first of all, Ms. McWaters, I see that you're in jail on a parole violation. Have you seen Judge Stutzman or the parole board or anybody yet?
I'm waiting for Bobby.
All right, Bobby Joe Newland is your PO.
Yep, I'm waiting for her right now.
So you don't have an out date or anything?
I'm supposed to be leaving today.
All right. This is Attorney Casey Strong. She's here on behalf of the mobile home park. Casey, this is one of those weird, neither fish nor fowl cases. It's just a minute, just Ms. McWaters, just a minute. This rent is lot only?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so what you would be doing is evicting the mobile home off the lot.
That's correct, Your
Ms.
Honor.
McWaters, you said this is a camper?
Yeah,
You have a camper on this lot?
I live on my mom's property.
Well, your mom doesn't own the lot.
Yes, my mom owns her property.
No, it's in a mobile home park.
Uh-oh.
All right, so you claim that you own this lot?
Yes, my mom owns her property that I am living on.
Well, I think you're mistaken.
No,
Is this, all right, well, then you have a chance to establish that. What can you tell me about this, Ms. Strong?
Thank you, Your Honor. The current rent to retain possession is $4,592.64. There are court costs in the amount of $156.60 for a total outstanding possession balance of $4,794.24. That is composed of lot rent but since this is a first hearing and a pretrial, we can come back at the second hearing and have a discussion if there's any issue with ownership that's not to my knowledge.
All right, Ms. McWaters, why do you believe your mother owns this lot?
Three Rivers, Michigan, there's no lot.
All right, well, this is an eviction from the mobile home park in Centerville.
I don't live in Centerville.
Did you ever? Well, you said something about moving your trailer or your camper.
I've never lived in Centerville.
Does your daughter live there? That's who it was served to.
Oh,
and
my
that
daughter's
your
14.
Okay, well, your name's on the lease, so this can be something that we discuss at the next hearing, or if you would like to reach out to me, if you get out prior to the next hearing, we can discuss it at that time as well.
I don't even know how
Let me
my
take
name is.
All right, so you're talking about Michigan Avenue. No wonder we're not connecting.
Because that's the only property I live on. I've lived on that property since 2000. Oh God, forever.
Well, did you ever have a lease in Centerville?
Never.
Andrea McWaters and all other occupants.
Mhm.
It was served by attachment. So let me see if there's more than one Andrea McWaters.
Yeah, Your Honor, I see a note on the proof that says Andrea McWaters is in Heartland Nursing Home since March of 2023, and this was subserved to Heidi McWaters, the daughter living on the property. That's my understanding of the case.
This is my aunt.
One more
That is
So
time.
it's not even you.
Not me.
All right, so she's in Heartland. Well, disregard everything I told you, Andrea. It's not you. It's, let me see if I can find her in the system.
That's my cousin Heidi McWaters and my aunt.
Does your
All
aunt
right.
have the same name as you?
Yes.
Okay, all right, there we go. You had me scared for a moment.
Because I'm like, what? Because I know if I have a trailer, how come I'm living in a camper?
Well, that's probably next, Andrea. You can't live in a trailer in Three Rivers.
I know.
Andrea
I'm moving in.
McWaters.
I'm living in Middleton.
What's your middle name, Andrea?
Nicole.
What?
Nicole.
All right, we are talking about Andrea Elizabeth McWaters.
We got the same first and last name, but not middle. So
All
my
right,
excuse-
now that I gave you a heart attack and woke you up from your nap, good
I
luck
was
with,
like, I'm waiting for,
all right, good luck with your PO, Bobby Joe, and I'm sorry to drag you into this. All right, you're good to go. All right, so that was Andrea Nicole McWaters. And I believe we're talking about Andrea Elizabeth McWaters. And this property was posted by attachment, so we have to continue it.
Are we still using the June 14th date?
Yes.
Okay.
Will you keep this case or will it stay with the Blockus firm?
No, all my cases are coming with me.
Okay. Let's pick a time for this, June 14th. She didn't know. That's happened before.
You scared me.
Well, I scared her too. Once many years ago, let's go for 10:30.
Works for me.
In a criminal case, in a bad criminal case, criminal sexual conduct case, they brought the defendant over. He was represented by Ron Grubbs, and Doug Fisher was handling the hearing, my chief assistant. And Judge Noecker made a long ruling denying the motion to dismiss. And let's say the guy's name was Frank Smith, just as a made-up name. He finished the whole thing. It took him like 50 minutes to put his opinion on the record. And the guy raised his hand at the end. He said, "What am I doing here?" He said,
Oh.
"My name is Joe Smith. You guys are talking about my brother."
Oh,
So Judge Noecker said, "I'm not going to do this all over again. Play the tape for the guy and tell him what my ruling was." So the wrong guy was set, but he didn't tell anybody. Ron didn't realize he didn't have the right guy. And the guy sat through the whole thing until it was over and said, "Well, wait a minute, it wasn't me." So anyway, struggled through that with a few stumbles. All right, anyway, I will see you on June 14th at 10:30. It's unlikely that the other Andrea McWaters is going to be there. But this is one of those where what you're evicting is the trailer. And we've been struggling with this question, not just here in St. Joe County, but all over the state. Anyway, we'll struggle a little more on June 14th at 10:30.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'll see you then. Thank you.
What unfolded in this Michigan courtroom was less a legal showdown and more a masterclass in how the justice system, at its best, can be genuinely human. Andrea Nicole McWaters was in custody on a parole violation when Judge Middleton, noticing she had an active landlord-tenant hearing scheduled, made a point to bring her in via video so she wouldn't lose her day in court. That alone says something. But what followed turned into one of the most unexpected twists you'll see in a courtroom setting. Because the case wasn't even hers. Attorney Casey Strong presented the eviction details on behalf of the mobile home park, over $4,700 in unpaid lot rent, served to a tenant at a Centerville property. As the facts came out, it became clear that Andrea Nicole McWaters, the woman on screen, in jail, worried about her camper, had nothing to do with the lease in question. The eviction was filed against Andrea Elizabeth McWaters. Same first name. Same last name. Different person entirely. The judge cracked it open himself. Different middle names, and with a laugh and a wave sent her on her way. "I gave you a heart attack and woke you up from your nap," he told her. The case was continued to June 14th to sort out the actual respondent, leaving the true legal questions around mobile home evictions for another day. But here's the takeaway. In a system that can feel cold and mechanical, a judge noticed a woman sitting in jail and made sure she wasn't forgotten. And when the wrong person ended up in front of the court, the truth came out before any real damage was done. That's due process working exactly the way it should. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns. Because justice never gets old.